everyone, it's your girl Shay here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And in this week's video, I actually wanted to talk about streaming, and specifically anime streaming. Now, this was a topic that I kind of put out to you guys on Twitter, so if you just be sure to check out my Twitter, because a lot of times I have you guys discuss or decide what topics I'm going to discuss in my next videos. So the topics were either an anime discussion or it was about Pokemon Go. So this time, you guys decided to choose an anime discussion. So this time I decided to discuss anime streaming. And the reason why I decided that is because of how streaming now is so prevalent nowadays in today's society. I mean, we stream on our Apple TVs, we stream music, we stream television shows. Streaming is now a part of life. And I feel like anime may have started this streaming trend. And the reason why I feel that way is because I always remember streaming anime on my computer. Now, wait a minute, I know a lot of you guys who are 90s kids or maybe even 80s kids remember watching anime on TV or via VHS tapes. But like many of us have to remember, anime was a media or a form of media that so many people in the United States specifically did not entirely understand. Not only that, but because of the fact that it came from another country, different studios in the US had to get the licensing, somehow find a television station that wanted to air it, and then because of censorship laws had to decide what to change to then make it available or make it appropriate for people to watch on TV. So most of the shows that many of us remember watching as kids on TV were things like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Digimon, and so on and so forth. But now that a lot of things have changed nowadays, and since a lot of anime doesn't actually get licensed to come over here to the US, or because a lot of people want to reach a wider audience, streaming is now a lot more prevalent. Now, I remember streaming way back in like 1999 or 2000 or 2001, and this was when AOL did a lot of streaming. So how many of you guys remember AOL? Yeah, I'm sure many of you guys remember AIM, but AOL actually did have some sort of streaming going on. But I feel like anime revolutionized streaming to what it is today. And the reason why I say that is because of, for some very strange reason, illegal streaming and illegal streaming sites. I'm not talking about torrenting, which is downloading, which is something I never actually did. But I'll be honest, I did at times do the whole illegal streaming thing just because streaming wasn't a huge revolutionary thing at the time. At the time, most people got their anime by watching it on TV via things like Adult Swim, since Toonami hadn't yet came back, or they did it by buying the physical DVDs that were released in stores. But since streaming was so easy to do, and because of the fact that you got your anime right then and there, instead of having to wait for it to release into the stores for you to receive an actual physical copy, so many people started doing it. And I feel like that's why so many studios now realize streaming is the way to go to please the public and to help the public kind of get it sooner so that they're not looking for ways to do it illegally and instead do it legally. So now we have things like Crunchyroll, which are paid for, which, yes, I understand Crunchyroll actually started out as an illegal site, but has since became legal because so many anime companies realized that a lot of people were using this site to view their product. And we also, of course, had Anime News Network, which lets you stream on there as well. And we also, of course, had Funimation, which lets you stream. We used to have Neon Alley also. And of course, we also have sites like Hulu and also Netflix. But the reason why I'm deciding that anime revolutionized streaming for how it is because a lot of these new networks didn't do streaming or didn't really have streaming or wasn't as prevalent with streaming until a lot of these anime companies realized that streaming was kind of the way to go. And plus, I feel like streaming was the one thing, or at least anime streaming was the one thing that so many people did. I don't remember trying to stream a television show until anime was the only show that I actually streamed. If I wanted to watch mainstream television, like reality TV shows, I still used pretty much cable to do all of that. But then, of course, cable went to streaming also with things like On Demand. And then now with Apple TV, people also stream on there as well. But I really do feel like anime started all of this. And I feel like without a streaming anime or trying to find other ways to watch anime besides on TV because we wanted to, find out what happens next and not have to wait for companies to release a physical product, we wouldn't have streaming how it is today. I mean, so many of us now stream everything, whether it's watching YouTube all the time, which I'm very guilty of doing, or whether it's streaming some of our favorite shows by using the app that so many channels now provide. Like, for example, I don't have cable in my room, but I stream and watch my shows that I like to watch on MTV, the E! Network, TLC, Comedy Central, all because it's readily available at my fingertips and I can watch it whenever I want. So I no longer have to rely on cable and for me to have to wait for a show to come on or me to remember, oh my god, my new show comes on at 8 o'clock tonight. I have to be sure to be home so that I can watch it, when I can just be like, oh, I'll just watch it later on this week because they're going to have it online for me to stream anyway. But I feel like I mentioned, that without anime, this wouldn't have happened. How many of you guys feel this way? Because I mean, if you really think about it, a lot of us used to stream anime online, but we never really streamed like television shows. I might be wrong about this, but this is just my pure opinion, because streaming and a lot of anime streaming it's so much better than what it used to be. I mean, one of the things that I know for sure is that anime used to be behind when it came to technology. I mean, it took anime a long time to switch from VHS to DVDs and being all digital, but I feel like it's the first one to have to revolutionize streaming because of the fact so many people were trying to get what they wanted super quick, and because the anime industry was losing money because of people streaming, so they had to find some way to change that. And I feel like the only other industry that actually had to compete with this, well, the two other industries that had to compete with this was music and movies. But I feel like movies probably had maybe a little bit more of an edge on anime, just a little bit, but I feel like music kind of fell a little bit behind and kind of switched more to digital as far as you downloading everything instead of streaming. Because streaming music is new and downloading music isn't a new thing, because many of us used to download music whether legally or illegally. But anime, I feel like I said, revolutionized all of this. Because without a streaming anime, I think streaming wouldn't be what it is today. And I feel like a lot of the anime industries also kind of wouldn't really be around either, because they also had to change their tactics. Now, I'm not saying that illegally streaming anime was a good thing, because in a way, it was kind of a bad thing. But I feel like it helped a lot of companies realize that trying to compete with people who were illegally doing these things and making it a legal way really helped to make streaming better in all parts of society, in all parts of different industries, and also made it a lot easier for us to get not what we want, but a lot easier for other companies to put out a product to a much wider market instead of just depending on physical copies of so many different products. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think streaming anime revolutionized streaming in general? Or do you feel like it's just something that just kind of happened? Also, do you feel like streaming would have gotten better regardless and companies would have had to do this regardless just to compete with everything? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I know this is kind of a crazy topic that I thought of, but it's just something that I kind of had been thinking about. But like always, you guys, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Twitter like always, because on there I usually post wanting to know what you guys want me to talk about. I'm also thinking of doing another video such as a what's on my iPhone video. I'm also thinking of probably even doing another Q&A for you guys, since it's been such a long time since I've done that. But I'm going to leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog. And like always, you guys, please stay nerdy. All right, you guys. Bye.